Hello, and welcome back to Super Mario Mayhem. In the last video, I ran through Super Mario Bros. 2 on the Play Choice 10. And in this video, we're finally playing on a new system. We are playing Super Mario Land on the original Game Boy. Released sometime in 1989. This is, I guess some people would consider this Mario's true first adventure on a handheld system. Depends on if you want to count Game & Watch games as a part of the Mario pantheon. I personally would, but in terms of actual like digital games, this one would be the first. So a little bit about the Game Boy, released in 1989. It was quite the big hit back in the day, and I would assume it would be because of a certain game that I will play for this series, but we'll play that at a later point. But for the first game I'm playing on Game Boy, I'm playing Super Mario Land. It released with the launch of the Game Boy, and there's like other games that launch with it that also technically count as Mario games, but I'll play those after this one. So we're just gonna begin playing Super Mario Land. Let's go. So I've already played this game before, and I want to say that this was one of the first Game Boy. Well, no, it's not the first Game Boy game that I played. I'm not even talking about Game Boy Advance. I think the first original Game Boy game that I've quote-unquote played was Kirby's Pinball Land. For some reason, my family had it. And I didn't know how to play it because I didn't know you had to push start to actually play the game. I was conditioned to pushing A to start the game, as was a thing that was way more commonplace during the 2000s. I first played Super Mario Land on the Nintendo 3DS, as that was I think that was like one of the first times that Nintendo actually like re-released original Game Boy content. Don't know why they didn't do it for the DSi. I feel like the DSi was more than capable of playing Game Boy games. But I played this on the 3DS via the Virtual Console, and you know, I had a good time. I think it was one of the first few games I had for the 3DS, other than the games I got with the system and the copious amounts of DS games I had before the 3DS. So that's pretty much my history with this game. Trying to think about it should be noted that this is the second recording I'm doing this, playing for this game. I've recorded myself beating this game, but I didn't really like the way the video came out, so I'm redoing it. It's no big problem. The game's not too long, nor is it really that hard. The only thing that you really have to pay attention is just getting used to the controls. It's a little bit more akin to Super Mario Bros., where it has some jank. So if you played Super Mario Bros. 3, and then you immediately jumped into this game, you're gonna have to do some readjusting. But yeah, like I said, this game is not really hard. It's only 12 levels long, so you can easily beat this within an hour. I guess I could talk about the little... I don't know how to phrase things. Facts about this game. I think this is one of the first few like big Mario games that Shigeru Miyamoto had no involvement with. Obviously, pretty much every single spin-off game released for the Famicom and Famicom Disk System were also not had Miyamoto's direct involvement in. But this one was like the first one that people actually, noticed. Which probably explains why this game features such weird themings, as you could probably see based on the a blatant Egyptian theming in this first world. It's gonna be I assume that's gonna be the common theme for this one. This game, at least, is Mario going through different themed worlds. Which, by the way, I guess I should talk about the story of this game. This game takes place in Sarasaland. Mario in Sarasaland is the introduction of another Mario character mainstay, and that is Princess Daisy. Princess Daisy makes her first appearance in this game as the stand-in for Princess Peach in normal Mario games. She basically plays the same role as Peach. She got kidnapped by not Bowser, but a new villain that only appears in this game and the game's sequel. The evil space dude known as Tatanga, and it's up to Mario to rescue Daisy. So we're in the second world, the Muda Kingdom. I still can't look at that name and not think about the obvious JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference I could be making. I won't be doing that. I know better. Besides, everyone else has already done it. Ooh. But this takes on more of like the water level of the game, despite the fact that they're by technicalities not an underwater level. I mean, there is a level that takes place underwater in this world, but it's not in like the traditional Mario sense where you're swimming through the depths, trying not to get hit by fish. You'll see at the end of this world. Also, for some reason, the invincibility theme when you pick up a star is the can. Not sure why they did that. I think the reason why they call it the I've seen like discussions about this and like the naming of the worlds. The first world was called Beer Buddha. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be in reference to in like relation to like, you know, the Egyptian theming. But I think Muda in the name is like pun on the name, like Bermuda, as in like the Bermuda Triangle. I think that's what they were going for, and that's why it's called the Muda Kingdom. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure you can notice by now, but there are no fire flowers in this game. Instead, you are picking up the Super Ball flower, which basically allows you to toss a big ball that just ricochets off of any surface, and it can also pick up coins for whatever reason. I guess that's to help distinguish it from the Mario. Again, I think the reason why this game has bizarre theming when compared to the usual Mario affairs is because they don't want to be stepping on the toes of the original Super Mario Brothers and the trilogy of Super Mario Brothers. I think they want to keep it pure and original. So we get weird substitutes for what you would normally see as normal Mario enemies. Like this guy, the bombshell Koopa. They don't duck into a shell, they explode upon stomping. So, watch out, I guess. By the way, these bonus rooms are very abundant everywhere in the game. All you really need to do is just hit down on, like, any random pipe. Sometimes they won't take you to anything, and sometimes they will just take you to a bonus round. A bonus room, I should say. Alright. Shoot. Nice. Cool. Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, as you can see, I'm already have, like, more than enough lives to feel comfortable with. 16 lives is a lot. I don't think there is an infinite one-up trick in this game. I don't think there's, like... Oh, I think it's because of the fact that there's no enemies that you can tuck into a shell to farm lives like you would normally do in the console games. Actually, I'm not even sure if you can even get, like, one-ups from stomping a lot of enemies, because there's really not that many enemies in the subsequent line to even figure that out. I mean, obviously there's, like, score incrementation, but the fact is, if it actually can go up to a 1-up is beyond my knowledge. By the way, this is the underwater level I'm talking about. It is basically a side-scrolling shooter where Mario takes pilot on the Marine Pop, I think it's called. And we have to kill this seahorse guy, which is really easy to do. Alright. I'll give it this. At least for Mario's first, like, proper adventure on a handheld, they actually did try do a good job of emulating what people expect from, like, a handheld portable version of Super Mario Brothers. And I think they did a good job. Especially because they really put in a lot of, like, unique enemies in this game. Alright. Third world. The Eastern Kingdom. Obviously a pun on Easter Island. As you could probably see in the background with all the buai. Alright, cool. Alright. Track of points. Coins. They get even more lives. Aw, damn it. Alright. Cool. And here are bullet bills coming out of pipes. By the way, on the topic of enemies, I'm not sure if this is the case in the original Game Boy manual for this game, or at least the localized American version of the manual, but I think this is either one of the games where, like, pretty much every single enemy's name was not localized. So, I noticed because it does this in the manual for the 3DS Virtual Console release, where the names of the enemies are just straight up their names in Japanese. It's like a direct romanized version of the Japanese names. So I think the fire flowers are just called like Pakun flowers. Or maybe they were just retroactively called piranha plants because Pakun flower is just the Japanese name of the piranha plants. Well, actually, I think some enemies got localized names, because I think Bombshell Koopa is like an English name. I know the Koopa Troopas have like different names. I think it was Noko Noko in Japanese. Alright. I think it's because most of the enemies' names did not get localized to more like understandable English words. It's probably the reason why I don't know like most of the enemies' names by memory. And of course, I don't have the Mario Wiki page opened up, so I can just look off that. Alright. 3 lives. Okay. A cave with spiders. Some pretty big spiders. Only had a mushroom. Mushroom. Ah, I missed it. Oh well. Alright. Now we can see the platform is starting to get a little bit more precise. And with the weird physics in this game, it can be a little tricky to maneuver through them. But you know, since I've already played this game like dozens of times before, they're not that big of an issue for me. Okay. Nope. Double stomp. Okay, what happened there? Why did I not stomp on that guy? I don't know what happened there. Something, a hiccup in the programming or something. We're already at the last level of the world. My cat just jumped on my desk. Can you please lie down? Cool. More money. money. Nice. And a mushroom. Awesome. Woo! Slide down, meeting. Slide in. Ah. Damn. That's okay. There it is. Oh, it's a one up. Cool. I think at this point in the game, if I was still like 11 years old playing this on my 3DS, I think at this point in the game I just started having trouble. Because the platform can get pretty damn precise. As long as there was a mushroom in those question blocks. Alright. Alright. Platform there. We're on our way inside the temple, if I were to assume. Big rock right there. The mushroom. Unfortunately, I don't have a super ball to kill the world's boss with, as this guy likes to throw rocks. But if you have a super mushroom, you could just tank the hit and just walk straight through him. Good thing there's a convenient switch behind them that just immediately implodes the boss once pressed. There's Daisy again, but it's not Daisy. It's a spider. Alright, going to enter the final world of this game, which by technicality would be the hardest, and actually it is kind of hard. Oh, I forgot that's the bonus room. I forgot this is the bonus room makes you like expects you to hold forward if you want to retrieve the goodies. But we're in the final world, World 4, the Chai Kingdom, with probably the best song in the entire game. Obviously it takes cues from China. As you can see, based on like, just pretty much everything. It seems like I'm struggling a lot more in this second recording than my first recording. Grab a mushroom. A lot of pipes everywhere with piranha plants or cocoon flowers. By the way, I should probably mention that this game has a hard mode, much like in Super Mario Brothers, but unlike Super Mario Brothers, it doesn't just change one enemy type to a different one, or puts piranha plants in every single pipe. It actually does add more enemies and obstacles to make it actually a little bit harder, but it's not any harder. Not that hard in comparison to the well, it's slightly more difficult, but if you played this game for as long as I have, it's not really that hard. I've actually played through this game on hard mode not too long ago for retro achievements because I got bored one night. I was like, you know what? I think I'll go for achievements for Mario Land. I don't think I got it. I'm missing a few achievements for this game. Oh boy. That's a lot of enemies. Okay. Oh, that's the end of the level. Alright. Oh, man. Oh well. What am I gonna give? More lives? The 1 to 3 lives that I could get? Possibly a super flower? Super ball flower? I'm not real. I think I'm rushing this game. Just slightly. Yikes. Okay. Come on. I got to focus. Alright. Alright. Try that again. How about we just... Oh my... I think it's just running in this game that is tripping me up. Because you can go, like, really fast in this game. And it's, like, not gradual, it's just, like, immediate acceleration. Top speed. Ooh, the big money room. If only I had Super Ball. I would have been rich. I think that's as good as I'm getting. Alright. Snake enemy. Function is similar to the lion enemies in the first world. I guess they just made it a snake just to match it to the theme of the world. Little Kuribos everywhere. Got the rotating balls of death. Concentrated death. Similar to the roto discs in Mario 3. Which I should probably state, when this game released in the United States, Mario 3 hasn't even come out yet. I think during this period, I think people were just getting hype for Mario 3. Probably because of Nintendo Power and that movie, The Wizard, which basically just acts as a big hype machine for Mario 3 during the movie's climax. Wow, I'm surprised that got me. Right. No balls for me. Raccoon flower. Jump on the platform. Off we go. Oh, man. I wonder if I should play a hard mode for this game. I might do that, but I want to record myself playing the other games. By the way, if you want some insight on how these videos are made, I basically just record my playthrough, and just like edit them down. So I'm most likely going to be playing the other Game Boy launch titles tonight when I'm recording this. I want to get those games done, so I have, stuff to upload for the week. Alright. Okay. Random chickens everywhere. More coins, just in case you don't have enough lives already. So don't get too greedy. Alright. We're nearing the end of the game. Okie dokie. I think I might play hard mode and just make that like a bonus video. I don't think it would be worthy of a mainline video. Just a main video for just like the series. Because it's just this game again. But here it is. Final boss. Topanga. Yikes. Alright. Blam, blam, blam. Here we go. Awesome! I've killed Topanga. Hope that guy doesn't come back. And here he is. The real Daisy. We finally rescued Daisy from Topanga. And our quest is over. Now let's get the hell out of here. Because Daisy is only going to be relegated to spin-offs from now on. Or at least until Mario Wonder. But that's not going to be until a long while from now. But for now, well, we've just beaten Super Mario Land. I'd say it's a pretty solid game still. It's a nice short game. I think I kind of like those games a lot more because to make a comparison, I think this game is akin to Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy, where it's a nice short game that you could beat within an hour. Not too long. I think it's just the sentiment of I'd rather have a short replayable game than a long game that I probably won't even finish. Well, obviously, since the Mario series is so big, I will have to eventually play those longer games. But you know, I think this whole YouTube series is just an excuse to actually get to experience the games that I don't really play that often. You know, get out of my comfort zone. But we gotta play the games that I've already played 100 times. But that's gonna be it for this video. Join me next time, and we're going to be breaking some blocks. I will see you next time.